It needs to be called for what it is. We are in crisis.
I have Kenny, and she is 18 years old. I've only had her almost 3 years now. Fell in love with her the second I saw her. She was had her hair was growing down to the ground. It was severely matted. Um, we think she'd been on the street for a while, and she had a lot of signs that she had been used for breeding. Her back is and her legs are fixed like in a downward position, so it could have been from being in a kennel and not getting exercise and just sitting so much, or it could have been that a lot of times what happens is these guys, when they get 15 like she was, they can't produce puppies anymore. They push them out on the streets. She is not comfortable with any kind of care. I guess you would say it is a chore to touch her face or really do anything to her body. And also when I got her, she had mammary cancer, so her mammary chains had to be removed. That's also a sign that she was overbred. Yeah, she was pretty much just like to stay to herself, and that was another sign that she hadn't been socialized, and she had been used for breeding. And she's very motherly to the kittens. She wants to clean them and groom them and nurse them, and she wants to take care of them. So she's definitely, she also has some abdominal hernias. She's definitely been used for breeding way more than she should have been. Yeah, I think the backyard breeding and not having control over that has created a culture where there's just not accountability. People let these dogs go when they can't produce anymore. Something should be done. Those animals, a lot of times, are neglected or abused. They're tied on short chains. They're not vaccinated. They're not cared for the way they should be. A lot of times, also, these dogs are very fearful. So backyard breeding alone can cause an animal to be more apt to bite someone. So if a kid comes into a yard and doesn't realize a dog is there, it's used to being on a chain, there's a chance that they're going to get bitten. And because they're not socialized, they can be aggressive and not good around people. It took her probably 6 months to warm up to me, and now she doesn't even want to sit next to me. She wants me to hold her. So
yeah, I can tell.
They can learn to love, but it's a terrible life.
Yeah, we have to do better. It's time because the animals are suffering.